Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Math Pundit. Today we're going to learn how to solve equations with multiplication and division when we have variables involved. As always, if you would like some extra practice with the kinds of questions you're seeing in this video, I have linked a practice worksheet and a key in the description below. Okay, let's get started. Question 1 is asking us to find the value of z if 12z equals 108. So we have to isolate z here, and that means that we're going to have to get rid of this 12. Now, because we're multiplying 12 by z, we're going to have to do the inverse function to get rid of it, so dividing by 12. So if we do that here, 12z divided by 12 is just going to give you z, and 108 divided by 12 is 9. And that's your solution. Z equals 9. Question 2 is a little bit similar, except this one involves fractions. Because 2/3 is being multiplied by z here, I'm going to divide by 2/3 on both sides. But instead of dividing, I'm actually going to multiply by the reciprocal, just because for me this is a little bit easier. So you have two options here. You could either do -6 divided by 2/3 equals, let me actually, divided by 2/3 equals 2/3z divided by 2/3, or you could multiply by the reciprocal. Now, the reciprocal of a fraction is always the fraction just flipped, so the denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. The reciprocal of 2/3, that means, is 3/2. So the easier option, at least in my opinion, is -6 times 2/3, times 3/2 equals 2/3z times 3/2. Now, if we do that, I'm going to simplify a little bit here. This is 1, this is -3, -3 times 3 is 9, -9, and 2/3 z times 3/2 is just z. And that's your solution. Question 3 also involves fractions. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal again here. You could also just divide by 5/9. 5/9 is being multiplied by p, and the inverse function would be division. So 5/9 p times 9/5 equals -10 times 9/5. This and this cancel. P is equal to, this is 1, and -10 becomes -2. P equals -18. Question 4 and 5, we're going to get an algebraic expression for this verbal expression, find the value of the number that we're asked to find, and then check our solution. So 14 times a number is 42, -42. So 14 times a number, let's call that x, equals -42. Now, to get rid of the 14 here, I'm going to have to divide by 14 on both sides, the inverse function of multiplication. 14x divided by 14 is x. -42 divided by 14 is -3. So our number is -3. And 14 times -3 is -42, so that checks out. And our last question, -3/5 of a number, so times a number, x, is -15. What's the number? Here, again, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of -3/5. the reciprocal of a negative fraction is going to be that negative fraction flipped. So the negative sign's still going to be there. So I'm going to multiply by negative 5 over 3. This denominator becomes the numerator, the numerator becomes the denominator. And I'm also going to multiply negative 15 by the same number. This and this cancel, this and this cancel. So I'm left with just x on the left side. And I'm going to do a little bit of canceling here as well. This is just 1. This becomes 5 because 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. So our number is 25. And if we check that solution, negative 3/5 of a number 25 is at 15. And this denotation right there, that just means that we don't know whether it's equal to it yet or not. That's what this question mark is there for. So negative 3/5 times 25, cancel, cancel. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. So that checks out.